speaking of Mount Shasta, where you grew up, give me some insight on what it was like growing up on that mountain and then developing into, a racer and a professional racer. Like, what was your story growing up in Northern California?
Mount Shasta is, and even Siskiyou County by and large is almost a bubble in and of itself of a place to grow up when you consider, that, we're in California, we're on the edge of Oregon. If you drive 3.5 hours south, you're in a completely demographic, you're in a completely different feeling. The schools all of a sudden have 4,000 kids going to them rather than 100 per class. And so growing up here, I definitely have grown to appreciate and feel really blessed just by the community that's here. I can go to the store and I can say hi. I probably know 90% of the people I'm going to run into on the way there, the way back. People are kind up here. People are giving. People are, if you're on the side of the road with a flat tire, someone's probably, or multiple people are going to stop and be like, hey, are you okay? And if you're not, they're going to figure out how to help you be okay. So that's something that I usually go back to when I'm trying to explain, my roots and where I'm from, is just the kindness of this community, and how actively involved a lot of people are in the community. Not just the preservation of it, but the promotion of it. For me, I grew up in a middle class Christian conservative household. I was blessed with a loving family who supported me in whatever I wanted to do, and what I always wanted to do was figure out how to do more sports. So my parents, as long as I kept my grades up, they let me try pretty much anything that I could get my hands on. My mom had me skiing between her legs when I was 2 years old, and as soon as I first saw snowboarding and I said I really want to try that, they figured out a way to help me try that. And so, yeah, feeling blessed by the opportunity to be in this bubble, to compete in sports in this community. And I think one of the big things that I also come back to is, no one ever looked at me, coaches, family members, parents, mentors, they never looked at me and said like, yeah, your dreams are a little bit big. You probably, you be careful with those, because, the rest, the world pretty much just works. And no one ever tried to enlighten me to that and say, you might not get what you want. You might not get what you're dreaming of. You might not get what you're hoping for. They just said, yeah, that's awesome, man. Keep going. Like, try. And so that to me that's the silver lining. That's the gold hidden somewhere in the leaves that you find, is like, growing up in a place where nobody was in a hurry to bash your hopes and dreams. They were in a hurry to preserve them and have you run and chase after them.